Hello everybody, Tyron the God 3 here. Welcome back to Dragon Ball Super Reviews. Today we'll be doing the review of episode 96. The time is here. To the world of void for the fate of the universe. So basically this episode is the gathering of all of the universes now. We finally get all of the fighters from each of the universe and they're all gathered up to the giant tournament of power. And everyone's there. And as we see a couple of things, I'm just going to go over them really briefly. Because I'll be honest, not a lot happened in this episode, to be for real. Like, it was just a lot of, characters meeting other characters. It's been a while, so considering the fact that this started around the episode 70 something. I want to say like 74, 75. So now, 20 episodes later, we're finally doing the tournament, which, like I said, is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because, like I said, at least we have actual build up to this one, whereas the other one just sort of started and there we go. Whereas in this one at least has the decency to go, hey, we're gonna actually build up some of these characters, but on the bad side, that does mean a lot of ass pulls and fan pandering was done, aka the Broly thing and the Golden Frieza thing. But you know what? I've pushed it aside. I will dissect all of those things in later videos, but as of now, we're going to focus on the review. It's pretty interesting to actually see some of the fighters interact. I think another episode of interacting for me, I think the tournament should have officially started episode in even 100. I don't know. Call me weird with numbers. I just like when, if we're going to start something this big, we might as well start off at episode 100. Why the hell not? You know? Make it an even 100. Start the show off at episode 100. All the fighting begins at 100. What does that mean for episodes 96, 97, 98, 99? I don't know. 4 episodes of just interaction. Which is sad and sounds like something that's very even old school Dragon Ball Z fans were a little turned off by. I personally like interaction. I like character building. I like world building. I don't like just seeing fist punch faces for a long amount of times. I actually do like seeing characters, learn of each other and get along or disagree in this case. I did think it would have been interesting because it feels kind of weird to me that Vegeta finally meets some other Saiyans other than the ones on Universe 7 and all he's got to say is, huh, and then crosses his arms. It's just weird to me. To me, I feel like more talking should have been done. Before all of that actually even happens, we actually have a little exhibition sparring match with some of the gods of destruction. Thought that was pretty cool. I actually wish that Beerus and Champa were in it. That would have been cool, just to see how they fare against the other gods of destruction. Presumably, I want to say that all of the gods of destruction are even in power. Some of them may be weaker, some of them may be stronger, but I want to tell myself that they're all around the same playing field, just to make things make sense. Well, they introduced all the universes because the Zenos were resting, and they introduced all the universes. I actually do like that when Universe 6 was introduced and Hit showed up, you could see Champa on the side just sticking his tongue out. I like that. That was funny. That was a nice character moment for Champa. I respect Champa a lot more now just because he's the troll of the gods of destructions. I like that. That was a good moment. And I probably should even rewind back a little bit further and talk about the whole, everybody needs to hold hands so we can teleport, which they didn't need to hold hands. We did that as a morale booster. But now it's burned into your head. The very guy that choked out Goku with his tail and choked out Vegeta with his tail and beat the crap out of Vegeta's back until he coughed up blood and then killed him by shooting him in the chest. He's now holding hands now. Doesn't that burn your soul? Because it burns mine. I mean, he was the Emperor of Evil. Now he's holding hands. Yeah. Vomit with that. Anyway, we move on and Frieza sees Frost. And exactly what you think would happen happened. So you're a Frieza clone too? Yeah, I'm a Frieza clone too. You want to do bad stuff? Oh, sure, that'll be the shit. And so expect him to cross arms and shoot people a lot. Because now there's 2 Friezas. Ooh. whatever. And then we move on. Goku met with Caulifla. Caulifla is being all tomboyish. Kale's just sort of back there. I'm surprised she didn't see Goku and go, Kakarot! But then she'd be too much like Broly. Anyway, after that's all said and done, all the universes are announced, everybody's there, they try to sense each other's powers, Goku tries to test out the flight thing. Apparently you can't fly, you can only jump. However, fighters with wings can actually fly. That's pretty nice attention to detail. I thought they'd be able to fly, and this was my mistake. I thought they'd be able to fly within the range of the tournament. Like, while they're standing in the tournament, they can fly, but if they step outside the boundaries of the void, then they sink like a rock. That's what I thought would happen. But they cut off flying altogether. That makes things kind of limited now. To me, that makes it feel very, weird, just because the Tournament of Power stage is so big. But even though it's so big, it still, to me, isn't big enough to justify 80 fighters fighting Dragon Ball Z style. Apparently, they must not realize what a Dragon Ball Z fight is. Goku and Vegeta, to put it in perspective, Goku and Vegeta, when they first fought, destroyed the entire wasteland area in their battle, and in their second fight, they turned an ocean into a wasteland. It was no longer an ocean anymore. A large body of water turned into a rocky waste field after they got done fighting. So, this just seems sort of lowbrow if you're asking me. I mean, the gods of destruction themselves were able to destroy like a chunk of it before it even started. But, whatever. After that, once all the teams are announced and they're all set and ready, the episode basically ends there, and now we're about to begin the tournament. I said last week they were about to begin. Now they're about to begin the tournament. This is a pro, but I wish there was more of it. Interaction. I do like the interaction with some of the warriors, but there was so many. I wish there was more. Just like I said, it could have been more interactions. Just, it could have been about 2 episodes of just straight interaction to me. I think that would have been cool. While the Zenos are resting, they need to wait it out, and they all talk to each other or make deals with some people, make deals with each other, things like that. And I'm not just talking about Universe 7 interacting with everybody. I mean, Universe 7 interacting with Universe 6 to, to reunite after being gone for a bit. It's just, or like other universes, Universe 4 maybe has a rivalry with Universe 3 or something. Just, little things like that. I think that would have been cool. That's potential, and this sounds like it would be a con actually, but there was a little bit of it in this episode, so I'll give it a pro. Also, like I said, there was, that's really the only thing I could say though, unfortunately. And as for the cons, nothing really happened. Like, what happened here could have been done an episode ago. I hate to say it. And the fact that it did happen here was nice to see some of the things happen. But nothing really happened. Like, at its bulk, nothing happened. This was just, okay, the fighters are here now. Literally, the last episode is, the fighters are getting there. This episode is, the fighters are here. And I know I literally kind of sound like I contradicted myself by saying that, but it's just, there's a difference between interaction pacing and just slow, nothing happening pacing. Interaction pacing is like Goku and Gohan coming out of the hyperbolic time chamber, and Goku explaining why he doesn't want to go back in the hyperbolic time chamber to Vegeta. Because at that point, we learn why he doesn't want to go back and how Vegeta feels about Goku and how their rivalry stands in terms of who's stronger and how Vegeta feels about being insulted. So we development between those two based on, strictly the fact that Goku's found a new method of getting stronger, and Vegeta isn't quite fond of the fact that Goku's presuming that he's stronger than him. So we got character development out of that. Whereas in another example I'll use from Dragon Ball Z is a moment in which Oolong and the others were messing around while Goku and Frieza were fighting, and it's literally about 10 minutes of this. So yeah, there's a difference between needed pacing and character development pacing, and then just pacing. And this episode sadly felt like it was just pacing with a touch of character development. Overall, the episode was decent. Like, it was alright. I don't want to say you can skip it, because you can't. The fighters being there is a very prominent part. Otherwise, you just get, the fighters are about to go there, and then suddenly the tournament begins. Whereas from what I see, even in the previews, the tournament is officially about to start. Like, they're about to start brawling at this point. I see that the fighters are actually doing the fights. So, with that all being said, I just wish there was more development. I'm talking Vegeta talking with the Saiyans or something, or, Gohan may be talking about the robots, or, or the Android 17 and 18 looking and having a rivalry against the robots, because they're both, like, robotic. Well, both sides are robotic, and, they could have done more. And I feel like they dropped the ball on it, on the potential of that. And then again, this is Super, so I'm not 100% surprised, but I got disappointed at the lack of development. But with that being said, like, there was development that I liked, and then the lack of development that made me upset. And that's pretty much sums up the episode. So, the next episode is 97. Survive. The Tournament of Power begins at last. And with that said, I'll see you all then, everybody. Tyron the God 3, out.